Hello, eighth graders. I am happy to see you this morning. I'm going to get right to what's going on this week. Number one, there is no red ink. So scratch the no red ink. You do not have any this week. Number two, you need to do 3 days of 30-minute reading. So not every day this week. Pick 3 days this week, and you need to do your 30 minutes of reading and update your reading log. It is almost the end of the month, so I have this on your weekly agenda, but I'm going to give you guys until Monday, May 4th, which is next Monday, to finish up your book of the month for April, to finish your reading log, and then your final reading logs are going to be turned into me next Monday. You're going to submit your reading log. With that reading log, there is an end of book response. You will see that it is on your agenda for Thursday to start working on that end of book response. You really don't need to worry about it until then, okay? But on Thursday, you can begin working on that. It's not due till Monday. But you are going to be turning in this book of the month form to me with this one prompt answered about your book. Evaluate the ending of the book. Considering how the book unfolded, was it an effective ending? Why or why not? I would expect around 3/4 of a page to a full page response to this prompt. Okay? You only need to do it for one book. So some of you, maybe you read 10 books in April. That's fine. You only need to evaluate the ending for the first book you read that you filled into this chart. Okay? That's going to be due on Monday. Next Monday, the 4th. Going back to today's assignment, you will see on our weekly agenda, which I hope you are looking at every Tuesday when you go to look at your work. That should be the first thing you look at is this weekly agenda. There are a couple reminders about no red ink, about your book of the month assignment. And then today's assignment is an I am and I am not lesson plus response. One of my favorite things to do with you guys when we were all in the classroom together was these writing lessons. I'm sure you remember them. I would read you a mentor text, and then we would take like 10 minutes and we would practice doing whatever that author did. We would try to write like them, or we would brainstorm our own version of what they wrote. And then you guys probably remember this too. I would have you match up with a partner or get up and talk to someone, underline a favorite line of what they had written, and then we would get in our big circle in the front of the room and everybody would read their line. And I know you guys thought I was cheesy for doing that, but that's one of my favorite memories with you all, was hearing those one-liners from the things that you wrote and just how good they would be, how funny sometimes or surprising. So we're going to do a writing lesson today. And I was just thinking about this whole extended break from school and all that it's taken away from you guys, your friendships, you're seeing each other face to face daily, the rest of your 8th grade year, your DC trip, your 8th grade spring dance, your athletics, your choir, your music in the parks, your trips you had planned, so many things that you guys now are missing out on because of everything that's happened. And it made me think about this lesson. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to read you our mentor text, and it is from a book called The Running Dream, and it's just a small excerpt, okay? And I have it highlighted here for us. It says, I am a runner. That's what I do. That's who I am. Running is all I know or want or care about. It was a race around the soccer field in 3rd grade that swept me into a real love of running. Breathing the sweet smell of spring grass, sailing over dots of blooming clover, beating all the boys. After that, I couldn't stop. I ran everywhere, raced everyone. I loved the wind across my cheeks, through my hair. Running aired out my soul. It made me feel alive. And now, I'm stuck in this bed, knowing I'll never run again. Okay, so you guys remember after we would read a mentor text, we would look at these options of ways we could maybe try to write like this writer. And so you'll see to the left, there are a lot of different ways that you can try this on your own. So you can write anything this line brings to mind for you. You can borrow one line from this excerpt and write about it as fast as you can and just let that line lead your thinking. You can think about something that you're passionate about, something that airs out your soul or makes you feel alive, and write down everything that makes this activity so important to you. You can start with the line, I am a blank, like this starts with I am a runner, but make your own. I am a blank, and fill in the blank, describing all you do, think, feel, or experience while doing this activity. Or you could change the line to I am not a blank, expanding on the reasons why you're not what it is. And the last one says her last two lines say she'll never run again. What has stopped you or has halted you temporarily from something you love doing? So this could be maybe where you choose to talk about COVID and how it's changed or halted something you love doing, if that's something you want to write about. I included a personal example for you guys to see. So you can see I tried number 2 first. So I did just like a quick write about how I felt. And then I tried number 4 and I wrote you guys a little poem. So I will read you, instead of I am a runner, mine was I am a teacher. It says, I am a teacher. What keeps me going are the daily interactions. The Peach and Pit on Monday mornings, the conferences at the background table, the pick a line, read aloud circles in the front of the room, the smiles as you walk down the second floor hallway, sideways glances, always stopping to greet your teachers or answer Mrs. Phillips' trivia questions on Fridays. Shocked as Bruno unknowingly walks into the gas chamber, mesmerized as old Dan and little Ann finally catch their first river coon, crying together as Louis gets rescued by American troops, or Amari finally makes it to Fort Mose. But most importantly, the talks that come afterwards, where you share your precious thoughts with me. We talk about stories and what they mean. Black, white, Jewish, African, slave, greaser, freak. How people are different and yet the same. I consider it a great honor of my life to share those moments with you. I am not a teacher, not in the way I'd like to be, when I can't see you face to face. So that's just an example of kind of my thinking after I read this I am not a runner, I am a runner poem. I put some extra directions. Let me move myself down here, right here for you, in case you forget how to do this process. Since we're not doing it all together, you're doing it on your own. You can just follow these step-by-step directions here to remind yourself. And this is just the writing that I want you guys to be doing this week. Thinking about what this excerpt really meant, thinking about all the ways you could apply it to yourself, and whatever response you come up with should fill about a page. So I don't care if you do just one of these try-its, if you do 2 or 3, but your total with whatever you choose should be about a page worth of writing on this topic, okay? And this is going to be due Thursday by 11:59 p.m. You'll notice I'm going to slow down a little bit this week and next week on what I'm assigning. And I hope that you guys will use that opportunity to catch up on anything you're missing as we near kind of the end of the school year here in the next few weeks. That you would use that time to work on not just your missing work for me, but for your other classes as well. We'll have a Google Hangout today from 1 to 1:30. I'll attach the Meet code on Classroom. I would love to see you guys there. Show up and say hi. If you haven't been to one yet, we'd really all like to just see your face and say hello. All right, I hope you guys have a great week. Feel free to contact me with questions. Talk to you later.